I came across a post yesterday, a screenshot saying, "Hey, squeezy tunachoka sana. We don't even have time to go for club, da da da. Any other club akuko interesting, you just wanna sleep." And most people my age were posting the screenshot like, "Yeah, when Fridays come, you don't even wanna go to club. You just wanna sleep." And I pity those people because it seems they don't understand why that is the case. Anyway, when I was young, my father would say to me, Babangu Kwanza is a very smart person. He's extremely smart and he's extremely emotional regulated. Yani mzee wangu, he's the most ᴍɪss.ᴛᥫ, he's the perfect thing to ever exist in our lives. And everyone who has met him thinks the same. And he's extremely liberated in his thoughts. And him and I love to think about a lot of things and to talk about a lot of things. And one time he said to me that ukiwai kuiva utaoza. Let me rephrase that one. Ukiwai kuiva utawai kuoza. Did you hear that? I want you to remember who I'm saying, but my father says it all the time. Ukiwai kuiva utawai kuoza. Remember that statement. Baba Eugene alisema, ukiwai kuiva utawai kuoza. So let us go to it. Often you hear the conversation of spicing up relationships using toys and threesomes and locations and Viagra and teas and whatever. I am not against spicing relationships, but again, I do think that spicing relationships in your 20s is actually going to ruin the relationship because once you've used all the toys and all the Viagras and all the Psalms, the three Psalms, the five Psalms, the orgies, and the what's or not, the two-man, the swindlers, and whatever that could be, in your 20s, what are you going to do in your 40s? No. What are you going to do in your 40s? Because again, once you start something, you can only go up from there. That's the only way it will make sense. You can no longer go back. I personally feel like spicing a relationship in your 20s is somehow irresponsible because in your 20s you are young, you have few responsibilities, you are energetic, you are young, you have a youthful look, you are more fresh. There's not much that comes at you. In your 30s, possibly you already have a child that might end at shule, you need to pay school fees, you have house bills, you have TRA, you have health insurance, you have mama mkwe anayeumwa, you have huku sijui nani, huku you have kikoba, you have church, you have a lot of things. And then your life is so demanding in your 30s than in your 20s. And sometimes you just don't have it in you to want to have action. You are with someone, with your spouse, your partner, whatever. And I can understand spicing relationship in your 30s because there's so much happening to you. In your 20s, there's nothing happening to you. You don't have a home, kusema you're paying bills, electricity, nini. You don't have a child, kusema unauguza, sijui unapeleka shule, sijui unalea, unanyonyesha. You don't. Why are you spicing a relationship? You're literally in your youth. I don't think people understand. You're literally in your prime. You are the most energetic now. Now you're the most energetic than you will ever be. Now, so easy. You don't even know if in your 30s you will have all your body parts or you'll be disabled. Yeah, you don't even know. Maybe sometime in your life you're going to lose your legs to an accident or something. Just okay, spice now. How much forward will you be in your 30s or in your 40s where life is demanding so much from you? And again, like I said, there is nothing wrong with spicing relationships, but I feel like spicing them too early is going to ruin them because again, ukiwai kuiva utawai kuoza. It may look like a beautiful idea now, but after 5 months, the spice is no longer enough. How much spice can your mchuzi hold? Mchuzi wako unaweza ukahold viungo vingapi? Think of that also. I think people need to understand the concept of timing. You don't have to do everything in the beginning. Wale watu wa club ambao ndo nilianza nao in this video, I think that there's something really wrong with people who drink alcohol in a young age. I think there's something really wrong. Now, I'm going to explain it to you the way my father explained it to me. He said to me that there is absolutely nothing wrong with consuming alcohol. But if alcohol becomes your first resort, yani kama ukipata shida tu alcohol is your first resort, what is going to be your second resort? Because after a certain time, your alcohol itaanza kufeli. It will no longer work. It will not be enough. So what are you going to do? Like that's the thing though. You have to start light so you can take advantage of the time. You start light, you compound, light, compound, and then alcohol should be like the last. There's nothing wrong with spicing relationships, but you have to also understand the concept of time. Anything, if you are done past 90 days, it's no longer exciting. You have to add the dosage. So the people who were enjoying the clubbing lifestyle, they didn't realize that a time is gonna come where you're going to outgrow it. And then for the stress you have now, you need more than that clubbing lifestyle to feel. And kwa maisha ya Tanzania, it doesn't exist. There is nothing in TZ pale ambayo it can top the feeling you get from the club life. And huo ndo uhalisia. But nilikuwa naongea na my other kama young brother anaitwa Jonah. Jonah is like 5 or 4 years younger than me. Nilikuwa naambia Jonah, do you take alcohol? Akasema no. Nikamuuliza, what do you take? Akasema I take chunks. Nikamwambia, oh, wow, we are twins, you and I. Jonah and I, we take a lot of sugars. And our excuse is that we are trying to make it our first resort. Nilikuwa namuuliza huyu rafiki yetu mwingine, wewe unakunywa pombe, how many ice cream flavors do you know? How many juice flavors do you know? How many cake flavors do you know? How do you skip all this recreational stuff ukaenda straight to pombe? I don't understand. How many yogurts have you had? Have you ever had lychee yogurts? Why didn't you give these things a try? Maybe go try some juices. Go try some cakes. Go try some snacks. Go try some chips. Go try some meat. Like, understand that with time, whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to get over it. Yani, it will not be enough. So you have to cheat time by prolonging. Ili usioze mapema, unafaa uchelewe kuiva. Understand? Kwa sababu ukishaiva tu, kilichobaki ni kuoza. There is nothing else. We're going to get to that example. But yeah, you have to manipulate time. You have to manipulate yourself and to manipulate time and to manipulate your circumstances. You have to cheat time. You have to cheat it. So instead of rushing into something, you introduce other things in between before you get to that thing. And babangu alinipewa mfano mimi nikiwa mkulima. Assume mimi nikiwa mkulima wa maembe. Nita nauza maembe huko sokoni, na yalima hapa, na mti, na panda, na vuna. Nikaanza kurealize kwenye mti hapo maembe yanaiva very fast. Very fast. Kwanza mti wa mwembe wenyewe tu kukua fully, sometimes unachukua hata miaka 3. Lakini mti unakuwa kwa speed sana. And for me, it looks comforting. It looks, wow, I'm getting the results. And then navuna hayo maembe na yaweka kwenye beseni, naenda nayo sokoni. The only way I will be safe is if hayo maembe yote yauzwe yaishe. Yasipoisha, it means yataniozea pale. Kwa sababu embe likishaiva, there's only 2 options left. Liliwe ama lioze. Na process ya kuiva na kuoza is way faster than kupanda na kuiva. You understand? So ukiwahi kuiva utawahi kuoza. It may look comforting, may look beautiful, but that's the thing though. That's why you have to cheat time. Don't you ever think time is moving with you on the same line. Usije ukajidanganya hivyo. Time is never with you. Time is a cheater and a thief. Mimi napendaga sana kusema time is a thief. And I say this to my young sisters all the time. They don't understand. Some people think like, wow, na time wanaenda sambamba. No, hauendi sambamba. Time is cheating on you because you know why? You will never really know how much time we are left. The clock is there, lakini haina mishale na inatembea hiyo saa na siku moja itasimama, and we will not be able to differentiate when the clock is standing versus when it's moving. So you have to manipulate time, you have to cheat time, and that's the thing. While you're clubbing lifestyle, it's not like you are tired. No, the club is not enough. No, nimeona wengine wanasema yani mtu unakuwa unachoka. No, kwani ulivyokuwa unasoma shule ulikuwa uchoki? Ulikuwa uchoki kwenda darasani na kukaa kule, ulikuwa unachoka, but at that time it was new. Time has finally caught up with you, and time is going to catch up with you anyway. So you have to make sure you cheat time as much as you can. Me, I get so emotional every time I speak about time because I remember when my brother died in 18 October 2022. Mimi nilikuwa Warsaw hiyo siku. I was in Poland and nilikuwa nimelala mchana mzima. Sasa ikafika saa 10 kakangu kanipigia simu, saa 10 ya Warsaw ambayo kwa Dar es Salaam ni saa 8 mchana. Akanipigia simu akaniambia, Lisa, I need to talk to you about something. And I was like, bruh, na usingizi, niache nilale kidogo tu, nikirudi nitakupigia. That was our conversation. Kakangu ananiambia, Lisa, no, I need to talk to you. I'm like, bruh, mwache nilale, nikiamka tutaongea. Imagine nilienda kulala ilikuwa saa 10 ya Warsaw. Nikamwambia kabisa saa 12 naamka naenda kununua groceries nije nipike. Nikiamka I will call you. Kwani nilimkuta saa hizo naamka hiyo saa 12 nakutana na message ya mamangu inaniambia tumefiwa. Tunamsili hapa nyumbani. Nakutana na message za watu wa zamani hata sijawahi kuongea nao for a very long time. Pole nina msiba. Imagine you wake up and that's the first thing you see on your phone. Marafiki za kakangu wa zamani they are texting me. Kakangu alikufa kwa ajali. He died in an accident. Alipata ajali. Alikuwa kazini and on his way home with his friends alipata ajali akafariki. That was it. And imagine in a short time how much happened. That's the thing though. You cannot convince yourself that you are moving on the straight line with time. Time is a cheater, because the thing is, you will never know how much time is left. And that's the thing. You have to be able to manipulate time. Sometimes you have to be able to speed time, and sometimes you have to be able to slow time. So for me, it kind of ruined me, because saa 10 to saa 12 ni masaa mawili. How comes in 2 hours nilimwambia huyu mtu wait for me, nikiamka we're gonna talk that thing. Nimeamka, nimepatana na msiba, mtu amesha kufa. Fikiria how long hiyo ilikuwa. Alikuwa kazini, ametoka kazini, ameenda kula with his friends. On his way back, wamepata ajali. Kakangu akufa hapo kwenye ajali. Walipokuja kuchukua watu wa kwenye ajali, kakangu alikuwa hana injuries, alikuwa hana visible injuries. Kumbe alikuwa na internal bleeding, alikuwa na bleed in the brain. Sasa unajua watu wakiona ajali, watu wanakuja kuchukua wale ambao wanatoka damu, na yeye alikuwa hana injuries, kwa alikufa hivyo, bleeding inside the head. And then wakamsearch vitu vyake, wakamtafuta mamangu, wakamwambia mamangu akamtafuta babangu, akampigia simu, akaongea na babangu. Like it was, you see how like I don't know how to say it. So many things happened in a very short time. That is it. Time is a thief. Time is here to steal from you. And you have, like I've said, you have to be able to cheat time. You have to be able to speed time and to slow it when necessary. Hii issue ya spicing relationships na issue ya club lifestyle is about slowing time. Kwa sababu, think of yourself. Imagine at 25. Imagine at 25, your looks are not enough. It's sasa to impress your partner, you have to go and get 16 toys, 5 cups of spice cubes, tea, and location. Mwende mkafanye kwa nursery school, mkamatwe na headmaster wa nursery school, because your boyfriend has a kink for that. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I want to tell you something. You have to be comfortable with being boring sometimes. Like, you have to be comfortable with being boring. It's okay if you have boring sex, maybe 3 times a week, and you have an interesting one once. The problem is, you people, you seek dopamine so much. You want to be at your highest feeling at all times. And that's exactly why burnout occurs. Imagine unakuwa burnt out at 25. 25. Sasa ukifika 60, hali itakuwaje? Think of that. This is one of those times I am here to call you, to remind you about the concept of time. Sawa. Understand the concept of time. Understand cheating time. Be able to cheat time. And to manipulate it to your advantage. Kama you don't know how, me pia sijui nakusaidiaje, because I don't know how to explain it. Lakini personally, I'm very happy I finally mastered it, even though I've learned it the hard way. Lakini yeah, every time when I remember of how much eventful ile masaa mawili yalikuwa. How comes in 2 hours unamwambia mtu let me sleep, nikiamka, na hata saa hizo ndo nilikuwa nimeamka tu hivi, nimeshika simu hivi nataka sana nimtafute kaangu. So nilisema nikiamka, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. Na nilikuwa nimemwambia kwamba hiyo saa 12 naenda kununua groceries nije nipike, so we will have the conversation during that time. Nilimkuta. That is, you are never really moving with time. Hata watu wa clubbing, they probably think that they can just go with it until, no. Time is the one that decides where your fun is over ama your party has just started. And you cannot operate with it innocently. You have to cheat it terribly. Maybe I don't know how to teach you how to cheat time. I personally just happen to know how to cheat time. But again, I don't know how to tell it to you. But think of it that way. If you are craving a very strong feeling, kama hiyo yenye nimesema, a party lifestyle nini, if you're craving that, you have to delay it. Anything that you're craving so much, you have to delay it. Especially kama it's not an organism. And sio mtu ambaye anaweza akafa au nini. If it's a thing, you have to delay it. Kwa sababu fikiria wale kina Kardashian wale, how do they have fun? How do they have fun? They have all the bags they need. They have all the cars they need. What do? Kylie Jenner is how old? 29. Akifika 40, what is she going to gift herself? It becomes hard to find happiness because you're familiar with it. And it's human nature to familiarize with things whenever you've had them for a long time. So sometimes you have to understand that if you want to be happy, you have to delay the happiness. If you keep bringing it all the time, you're gonna get used to it, and then there will be nothing left for you to do. Kylie Jenner atafanya nini? She has gone to all places vacation. Ameenda magari yote ameshanunua, all the bags she has all the money, she has eaten probably everything. What is left for her to do? Now she's only 28. When she's 38, what is left for her to do? There is nothing left for her to. So she's just sitting bored because there's nothing for her to do. Hata kama ndo useme maybe you want to go on a private date, those are things that function only when they are new to you. When you're used to them, they are no longer exciting. They're just another day. And now you have to find excitement in other very scary places. So understand the concept of the words I have given to you. Babake Eugene alisema ukiwahi kuiva utawahi kuoza. Learn how to manipulate time to your advantage. Otherwise, you're going to be burnt out and you're going to lose your spark. And it will be so hard to bring it back because you ruined yourself in the beginning. A clubbing lifestyle is not a bad thing, but if it cannot be your first resort. That is the first thing you think of. Sasa, what is the fifth thing you're going to do? Your first thing you failed, because clearly it has failed. What are you going to do? What is left for you to do? Yeah. Bye.